If you're buying a home in West Michigan, do not buy one of these. If you're searching for a home anywhere around Grand Rapids, Kent County, Ottawa County, even the Lakeshore, you are in the right place, because today we are going to talk about some of the biggest things that cost people money when they're choosing the right home. In West Michigan, there are 9 types of homes that you want to avoid unless you're looking for extra hurdles to jump when going to sell your home in the future. I've helped hundreds of buyers across West Michigan, and today I'm going to share some of the red flags that come up when searching for a home. The first one we're going to talk about today is multi-level homes. And I'm not talking about colonials. I'm talking about bi-levels, tri-levels, and quad levels. While a lot of these homes were really popular in the 70s and 80s, today they definitely pose a challenge for a lot of people. The bi-levels, for one, are just a little bit tougher to sell because your total square footage is counting your lower level or what might be the basement. Traditional bi-levels don't really have a basement. They're more of a split level where you're walking in to a set of stairs and then choosing to go upstairs or downstairs in that phase. The vast majority of the bi-levels today have a walkout basement, so they can really advertise that square footage. When it comes to tri-levels and quad levels, for a lot of people, having all that separation in living space is really a downside, and it makes them a little bit harder to sell compared to the traditional colonial or ranch home here in our area. When it comes to all these homes, one of the things that we find is that people start to age. They really don't want to have to worry about going up the stairs the minute they walk in the house or when going from bedroom to kitchen. And yeah, a lot of builders, especially today, do still love the bi-levels. The reason why is they're fairly inexpensive. However, this can end up biting you in the butt when you go to sell, because oftentimes you're receiving lower offers on your home just the same as when you got a discount to buy it. Number 2 on the list, 100-year-old homes. I will tell you, for me, even anything built before the 40s can absolutely be a red flag. And if you start to throw a Michigan-style basement on top of that, it doubles the red flag. Add stacked stone walls to that, you tripled the red flag for me. Most people aren't really interested in the water leakage that can come along with a 100-year-old basement. And if you add a dirt floor to that basement, like a lot of the Michigan basements have, it's an absolute no for a lot of modern buyers today. These are ones where even if all of the living space has been completely redone, the red flag really comes into the foundation. And of course, a lot of times, homes that are over 100 years old, they weren't subject to any building codes, let alone the same building codes that we have today. That can equal a lot of problems on a home inspection, and oftentimes modern buyers are just nervous to take on something that ancient. Number 3 on the list, this comes into some of the late 90s and especially mid-2000s homes. Here in West Michigan, as the market really started to crash into the mid-2000s, we saw a lot of our builders that didn't go out of business had to really compete hard on price. If you remember that era, home prices were coming down massively as the market crashed and the credit markets tightened. And so for a lot of builders to survive, they had to build homes in the cheapest way they could. And that led to them cutting labor, but in a lot of times it also led to them using the cheapest materials that they had available. And so of course today, a lot of those roosters are coming home to roost, or maybe a lot of those chickens are coming home to roost. I don't know quite how that saying goes. But I do know that in a lot of these homes that were built really, really cheap in this way, a lot of water intrusion, a lot of problems are showing up in those type of homes today. This is exactly why a good home inspector can be worth their weight in gold when it comes to a purchase. However, if you're looking at buying a home that was being built, I should say, in the biggest real estate downturn in history, quality could absolutely be an issue. And these are ones, while they're not a hard no for me like some of the other ones, they're definitely ones that deserve a little bit of extra scrutiny. Number 4, homes where the entire backyard is all pool. Now, I will admit, this one got me in my mid-20s. In my second home, I absolutely bought a pool that had a house wrapped around it. And while I totally can understand the draw, here's the reality in the state of Michigan. We kind of have 5 to 4 months of winter every single year. And so, of course, that really creates a lot of work. And one of the things that I learned when I went to sell my other house is that most buyers really want some backyard along with the pool. For me, the entire backyard was all an in-ground pool. And I ended up spending $16,000 over the time that I owned that house, just simply fixing the pool alone. That doesn't count the $1,000 that went into chemicals every single year, or all of the other stuff that went into it, like the cost of running a heater and the increased natural gas, or even the cost of electricity and keeping that water filtered. No question, while pools can be really, really fun, turns out, in the state of Michigan at least, they bring zero value to the appraisal when you go to sell, or even if you just added that pool brand new. So keep an eye out on any home that you might be looking at that's completely filled with pool. If it's something that you've always wanted, it could be a great choice for you and your family. Just know you're going to have a limited audience when you go to sell in the future, just like I did. Number 5, and this is one that I see more and more out there, flip houses. If it is Instagram worthy and it's absolutely beautiful inside, then there's probably stuff that we really want to pay attention to. One of the things that we're finding is, in order for builders or flippers to make this work, there's got to be something cut out of the budget somewhere. So the nicer the countertop, the nicer the cabinets, the nicer some of the finishes are, the more important it is to really look under the surface. Although, is that really the number one problem with homes and flip homes? I'm going to tell you no. One of the things that we see when it comes to flip homes are simply do-it-yourselfers going wild. And so if you're looking for a quality job and you maybe aren't the foremost expert on value in construction, it's even more important to have somebody help you go through a flip home to make sure the quality of work is exactly what you're looking for. Unfortunately today, so many of our flip homes are done as cheap as possible with the focus on maximizing the flipper's profit. Number 6, it's bungalows. Yeah, for a lot of people out there, they ask me, Nick, what does that mean to be a bungalow? And a lot of times you'll recognize these homes because the entire second level is got those slanted ceilings up towards the top. And so with this style, here's the reality, there's a lot more illusion of space than actual space. For most people, a 1,300 square foot bungalow is really looking at about 800 usable square foot on the first floor at that phase. Well, bungalows can absolutely be nice homes without a doubt. It really is one of those things where when it comes to retail, let's try this again. It can really be one of those things that when it comes to resale, we have to make sure that it's coming across in the very best way to the new buyers. Because a lot of buyers today are recognizing how that big open area up top just isn't a great fit for them and their families. Number 7, it's homes with no garage. This is one of those things where what you save in the price oftentimes doesn't really equate for you on resale. Basement and garage are two things that a lot of our first-time buyers prioritize. They feel it's very important. And in all reality, it is. Whether it's parking in the garage or having that extra storage or simply having a higher appraised value because of the garage, it's a really important thing for a lot of buyers going forward. Number 8, talking about garages. One of the things that definitely can make it tougher is an attached one-car. It's great to have the garage, no question about it, but an attached one-car garage can definitely be tougher to sell. Why? Because there's just simply not enough room for so many people in those attached one-cars. It's not enough to fit all the family cars in, and oftentimes not big enough for the storage that a lot of people are looking for. This is one of those things where when people see it, it usually comes in second, third, or fourth on that list. Very rarely is it their top choice. So if you're out there, if you're looking around, you start to see one of those houses, you love the whole entire thing, but it's got only a one-car garage, just know it could be a little bit tougher when you go to sell it in the future. If a two-car garage is in the same price range or even just a little bit more, make the investment. It's going to be a better purchase in the long term for most people. Number 9, and last but not least, one of the things to watch out for, one of the red flags, is the old grandma house. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the home that doesn't have any mechanical updates and doesn't have any cosmetic updates, but it's been really well kept over the years. When it comes to a lot of these grandma style houses, the updates really do make a difference. Now listen, is this going to be reflected in the sales price? Probably, but most of the time when I see these homes, the discount compared to the updated house is not enough to cover the amount of updates needed. I'm talking about, for a lot of us, $7,000 to $9,000 for a furnace. I'm talking about, for a lot of people today, $3,000 to $5,000 for air conditioning. I'm talking about an electrical upgrade at $3,000 for a lot of people out there. Of course, we know roofs can come in to $17,000 to $18,000. And of course, those old aluminum windows are about the biggest mistake you can make when it comes to energy efficiency. So no matter how nice grandma may have kept it, it can be 20, 30, 40, 50,000 into mechanicals alone, not counting that old Formica countertop and that green shag carpet, because we know you're going to want to change those out in the future too. So there you have it, the 9 things to watch out for if you're out there buying a home in today's market. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a move-up buyer, these are things you absolutely need to be aware of. If you got value out of this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It helps me get more videos out to the rest of the people here on YouTube. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in West Michigan, reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below, and I would absolutely love to make sure that you're in the very best house that your money can get you in today's market. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.